Guys, there is a new theory on how they built the pyramids, and I think it's my favorite so far. So the traditional theory is that they built a massive ramp and hauled the blocks up, like one by one, manually. Problem with this is that someone did the maths and like the physics, and the angle of the ramp would have to be no more than 10%. Otherwise, people start dying and blocks start sliding down. So in order for the ramp to get to the top of the pyramid, for that to work, your ramp would have to be over 2 kilometers long. And problem is, there's no evidence for any like ramps, ditches, any of that around the construction site. So what's this new theory? First off, you want to make a trapezoidal step pyramid, and each level you want to put these wee little ramps, which are definitely under the 10% physics grade for hauling blocks. You want to zigzag your way up to the top, and why this is important that you do it exactly like this is because it creates a flat, wide space at the top. Because before, another problem with how you build the pyramid is how do you build it all the way to the top, and then how do you fit the top on? The Ben stone at the top is the hardest point. Up here, you've got a nice amount of space. Here's a bit of a better image on the working platform of the step pyramid, and then the rampages. Anyway, once you've built your pyramid, you're going to be left with something like this. And then you can see the outline for the actual finished pyramid is underneath. You work your way down and you literally chisel out and shape the pyramid from the top down, and you flipping that working platform of limestone, and they flip over and get shaped into the casing stones as you go down, which is how you could get it so amazingly pristine and smooth on working around all sides without having to build a 2-kilometer ramp on every single side of the pyramid. And then what happens to the rampage? Well, the rampage limestone you then dismantle and then recycle and turn into the next pyramid or whatever other project that you needed on the plateau or anywhere else. So that explains why there is zero evidence for ramps and structures and things on the pyramid, because they were literally dismantled and recycled in this theory. That's why they call this theory the cannibalizing pyramid theory, because all the evidence is literally eaten. As you dismantle your project. It's very efficient. It's very zero carbon waste footprint. I know this theory is logical. The physics make sense, and I'm gonna vote for this one for now. This is my favorite contender. I found this video theory on a new YouTuber I discovered called Dammy Lee Arch. I'll link her channel on YouTube, and there's some really great graphics and a much more in-depth look at this. But I wanted to shout it out because, guys, have we cracked it?